What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the 3&D podcast, the home of Australia's favourite NBA podcast. I'm Nabs, and as always, I'm joined by Yoz and Moz.
The one and only.
What's good? What's good?
We love it.
It's good to be back.
It's been a while.
On hiatus.
I know.
It's been a while in the studio, since we've been in the studio.
100%.
What's been happening? Any latest news?
We started our basketball season.
Yes, our new comp.
Yes.
I just returned back from a work trip and
I'm out for injury.
ready to go. Ready to go.
First game.
Not even first game, pre-season.
I love the footage too.
All good. I'll be back.
So outside of what's happening with us, there's been a ton of stuff happening in the NBA. Even though the NBA is finished, it continues to roll on. The draft was just finished, and I'm going to start with that. So let's crack into the draft. And I might start with you, Yoz. Let us know what you thought about the draft. Any surprises, any interesting things that have happened, anything that you want to talk about, go for it.
See, my dad says if you have nothing nice to say, shut up. Just shut up. I mean, as we said before, like clearly the eyes were only really on the draft because of one guy. It was a very weak draft this year.
100%.
Look, didn't interest me at all. All I was looking at, the same thing as everybody was looking at, was, is Bronny James actually going to go and join the Lakers? Is this actually going to be a thing? So other than that, man, I was not interested in the draft.
So the Lakers had two picks. They had pick 17 and pick 55 in the second round.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't choose Bronny on the first pick, pick 17, so he went to the second round. We'll speak about Bronny a little bit more, but Moz, I'll get your take on the draft. What did you see happening? What was interesting from your perspective?
It was a very impactful draft for the league. That's for the season in particular coming up. But I did find it surprising that top 10 player that was mock draft by everyone to 17 by coincidence to the Lakers. So... yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Who was that? There. Connect?
Yeah, Mr. Connect.
Connect
I love his name too, man. It's
Connect 4.
That's going to be a name in the league. Connect 4. Wait, do they have Connect 4 over there? Or is that just an Aussie thing?
Yeah,
they have it too?
Yeah, yeah, they have it in the halftime.
I wasn't sure.
See the idiots always stuffing it.
Oh, yeah, I bet. I didn't know that.
Well, I didn't know his name was pronounced like that. So when I saw all the memes, I had never heard his name. I always thought the N was silent. I thought it was, the K was silent. I thought it was Netched. And then I saw the memes, Netched 4, and there was all kinds of, things said, and I'm like, I didn't get it. And then I heard his name, I'm like, Connect. I get it now.
Yeah, so that was interesting. That fell to 17th, and Magic pick up another German player. So they're building the German national team.
The Wagners. Who's the German player? Tristan
de Silva.
I see.
So they're building the German team there.
What's he, 6'8"? Okay.
And then I think first time ever player got picked up from NBA Africa.
Who was that?
In second round.
Cameroon, this guy?
No, second round, pick 57.
57. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Oh, yeah, NBA Academy Africa. Yeah. Nice, from Cameroon.
I think that's the first time.
How tall?
6'10".
6'10". Yeah, you'd have to be tall.
Big boy too, 232 pounds.
The new MB, huh?
Very big.
It's probably as big as
who's this bloke?
Zion Williamson.
Antonio Reeves. Is that Austin's cousin?
Who knows? Actually, there was word the family relative did get picked up. But anyways, congrats to all the young players that got picked up and made their dreams come true in making it to the NBA.
On merit.
Yeah. Oh, doesn't matter.
On merit.
That was a low one.
On work ethic.
That was
congrats to them. Man, you can't, no, come on. We can't congratulate Bronny.
I'll congratulate him.
You can congratulate the guys that put the work in. Don't congratulate the guy that just got given a spot. It's like you get a participation medal.
Just be patient. I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you your opportunity. Don't worry.
I hope he's good. Power to the kid. I just said participation medal. Nah, like, come on, man.
Either way, congratulations to everyone. hopefully big things come from you guys. But yeah, prove all the media doubters wrong and show us how good this draft class is. But at the moment, it's not. There's no hype other than Bronny.
There was that one thing about that young Mormon boy.
So I'll get
heard
to
about
that.
that, yeah?
I'll get to that in a sec.
No, I didn't.
That's Flip.
Yeah.
We'll get to that. Let me just quickly wrap up the. So was there anything else from the draft class, just purely on the basketball side of things?
Without getting into trades, no.
Okay. So yeah, the draft, as usual, always has some kind of drama attached to it.
Mhm.
Nowadays, everything's all about story, narrative, media, etc. So I'm going to speak about two things. Firstly, we'll speak about one thing that popped up, which I saw was weird during the first round as the picks were going. There was a story circulating or a quote circulating from LeBron James. I don't know if it's true. I haven't looked
LeBron
into
James.
it. But I'm connecting these two
You have
things
to say it
together.
right. Yeah.
So LeBron apparently said that Bronny should have been picked in the first round,
Oh,
and he believes that people just have hate towards the James family. And they had a pick. Lakers had a pick in the first round.
Mm.
Why would, like, it didn't make sense why that statement would have been made by LeBron, first of all.
Mm.
And they passed on him on the first pick anyway, on the 17th pick that they had. Similarly, Jason Tatum also made a stupid comment like this. He said, he quoted on Twitter or whatever it is now, a lot of teams gonna regret passing up on Flip, a dude from Duke. I'm not gonna try to pronounce his name, and then they had the 30th pick. Boston had the 30th pick. Jason Tatum's a star player, has pull in Boston. Why would you say a statement like that if your own team passed up on him?
He's not the star no more. Jaylen Brown is.
You'd have to think he's got some type of sway. So why would you make a
That's why
statement like that?
He need to get the MVP trophy.
Well, that's it. That's what I was saying to him. I go, now he's got that finals MVP. Now he's marketable. Boom. He's in the casino. Tuck, 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 tuck. Mr. Marketable.
So yeah, I thought that
a
was
stupid
weird.
comment.
That was weird.
Yeah.
And yeah, if I was Brad Stevens, I'd have some words to Jason Tatum about that, because what are you doing? You're undermining the whole basketball operations by saying dumb things like that.
I like it.
Well, look. Oh, sorry, Moss.
But I like the fact that Boston Celtics basically gave the middle finger to Tatum, told him shut up.
I don't know if it was that. I just think he was just talking hot air. Like,
See, like I think that they didn't need, like, he might be factual. Like, a lot of teams are going to look back and say, oh, we shouldn't have passed up because of these personal things that they're coming out with about X, Y, and Z Mormon and this, that. But they don't need him. They're the champions now. So, I mean, you can still say about, like, oh, this player, he should have been picked up, blah, 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 blah. But talking about other teams, you know what I mean? Like, you don't need, you've got who? Porzingis, you, Brown.
yeah.
Well, look, you've got enough on that squad. You've just proven, no matter how easy your cakewalk to the championship was, you've just proven you're the champions, man. Like, you don't need him. But both can be true at the same time.
So just on that, do you want to just like you touched on the issue with Flip, this draft pick? What was he, the 40th pick or something?
What was the issue?
So it was projected for a while to be first round pick.
So what did he end up going actually? Flip.
He was in the second round, wasn't he?
Was second round.
32.
Yeah,
Utah
32.
Jazz. Good pick.
So he went 32 from Duke. Kyle Flipowski. Do you want to let us know what's the drama behind him?
Well, what I was reading, what I was following was that there was it was questionable around the lady friend that he is, or girlfriend or whatever, fiance, wife, who he's been associating with, that there's this massive age gap at the start, and she was apparently, the word is, grooming him into the Mormon religion and separating him away from his family, and mainly on the basis that she knew he was going to be a pro baller. So she got her teeth into him, got him into Mormonism, excommunicated his family. He won't talk to any of his family. This is apparently, like, the brothers come out on social media talking to people trying to, get this story out there because he can't get in touch with his own brother anymore. But this shouldn't really have affected his position in the first round. Like, to me, that doesn't make sense.
I think the way I would think that it may have affected him from a mental perspective is you're dealing with off-court drama and you're young. You're just coming into the league. There's a lot to take in already. That can affect you that way. That's how I would see it. But the story itself it's wild.
Yeah,
man.
well,
Like,
I see it as it worked in. I see it was meant to go that way because who picked him up?
Utah.
Where's all the Mormons? Like, it's Mormon country. Like, he would be wrapped being in Utah. So I mean,
so it's funny you said something I wanted to touch on because it ties in with something else. So there was when Mikal Bridges, and we'll talk about trades in a minute. But when Mikal Bridges, there was some conversation between Mikal Bridges and Josh Hart on social media. And Mikal Bridges was quoted to say, "Come to the Nets," to Josh Hart, and added him. And Josh Hart responded, "Are you okay? If they have you hostage, blink twice. We'll come save you." It reminds me of just what you said now about Flip, He put the story out to try to get the awareness out there.
That's exactly right. Help me. It's like you seen that South Park episode about Mormonism?
No.
You haven't seen it? Joseph
The whole
Smith?
movie, I think.
Dum 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 dum. No, this is an old one.
Yeah.
It was another story. Anyway.
Let's
Keep
just quickly to touch on the Jason Tatum stupidity of his post.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
I
know.
LeBron did it before with Dennis Smith Jr.
Or Schroeder.
No, Dennis Smith Jr.
Really?
Yeah. When he was hyping him up for everyone to draft him, and then his 18 passed on him, and then he had an issue with Frank
Vogel.
No, Frank Nicotolina or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
And then he remember that game where he's just like, after he barged him over.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
It's because he felt like it took Dennis Smith's junior spot. So yeah, it's not the first time LeBron's done that shit.
So we'll wrap up the draft. There was one really weird draft pick.
I don't get this.
This one was wild. I just saw this today. Quinton Post.
Australian Post.
He was drafted by the Warriors, traded to the Thunder, then traded to the Blazers, then traded back to the Warriors.
Your boys.
But do you know what he was traded for?
No idea.
Is that just
it says 4 decisions, 3 teams, 1 night?
Yeah, every time.
Speaking of which, we were talking about this offline. Who was it that you were going to say was... Oh, no, that was during the trades. We'll talk about the trades now.
Trades.
So anything else you want to say about the draft before we move on?
I think we can wrap it up.
The only thing I'm disappointed about is he's not Aussie, but played in the NBL, so he's honorary Aussie.
Sato.
Alex Sarr.
Oh, yeah, Washington.
Alex Sarr going to Washington is a little bit sad because I would have liked to have seen a 7-foot
Not really.
versatile player playing for a more...
Not really, because when you're on a shit
team.
team, you can shine bright. Or bright too.
Well, it was a bit
Yeah, but it's
disappointing
the
about
Wizards,
Soto,
man. It's the Wizards.
They bloody traded everyone. There's no one left on that team.
Yeah. So, Soto, you wanted to mention...
Yeah, it was just, look, nothing major. I thought it was a bit of a shock to me that, he went undrafted. Like, I thought he was a pretty solid player. He's got a bright future back in the NBL, I guess.
So
unless someone picks him up still, because they can still go
on Carmelo Anthony's team.
So let's wrap up the draft with...
I think we'll bring it up later.
The best topic to come out of the draft, or the biggest topic to come out of the draft. So Bronny got selected to the Lakers in the 55th pick, with the 55th pick.
I broke it.
First father and son duo to be in the league, playing on the same team. LeBron continues to make history, whether it be intentional, unintentional, inadvertently. They're playing on the same team.
I'll get it there. Yeah.
Perfect.
Got it. Don't touch.
Yeah, so LeBron Bronny playing on the same team, first father and son duo to ever do it, being picked with the 55th pick. Obviously, there's a lot of drama that comes with that. So during the first round, there were reports of, or the second round actually, there were reports of old mate Rich Paul calling up all the teams,
That was during the first round.
warning them to not draft him, because if they do, they're going to send Bronny to the NBL.
Hectic.
At which point, every single NBL team was frothing at the bits, I'm guessing.
100%. I know I was.
So that didn't happen, obviously, and the ideal scenario happened, and we saw Bronny's reaction, you know, quite emotional in his family home.
That was fake, as if he didn't know.
And the comps started straight away, the memes started straight away, the ads, the marketing, everything just avalanched all at once.
It was all waiting.
What do you want to start off with first? Because we can start with the memes, we can start with the marketing, we can start with the basketball side of things. Where do you want to start first?
I've probably, you guys did hear about this one.
About Woj?
No.
Woj?
No.
Oh, go.
What? So, when did I hear it? I can't remember which YouTuber brought it up, but he was asking, was he going to call his dad on the court when they're playing with each other?
Yeah, so Stephen A. Smith jumped into that as well recently. I think he had like a top 5 what he should call his dad.
No. Did you hear what the nicknames were?
Go.
It's pretty much what every other team does. They just call them by their initials.
LBJ.
They know what's Bronny's?
BJ.
BJ Armstrong.
So I've heard.
Not just BJ.
Just BJ.
There's that arm.
So I've heard. You can't call him daddy. That's just wrong.
He's your daddy.
You're running up and down the court. Daddy. Pass it here, daddy.
Pass me the ball.
Dad,
yours is loving it.
Dad,
like,
old man. What do you think you should call him?
King. Don't call him. He'll call him King. King.
No, you can't.
Daddy King.
Realistically, what do you think you would call him?
I don't know, but I know it would be like something like,
Coach.
Daddy, they're not putting me on the court.
It's Coach.
Coach.
Say Coach.
Coach, I like that.
I think everyone's going to be like, hey, Coach.
Coach.
JJ Redick will be,
Not
hey, Coach.
even.
I'll go in.
I think at this point, it's just the owner.
Man,
He's
look,
taking over the Lakers.
Woj said something brilliant. Not brilliant. Woj said something that I found, I found amazing that he would say it.
Nepotism?
So, about the nepotism, right?
Yeah.
And grilling people about claiming this is nepotism or whatnot. And then using an example of top ownership and coaches and this, that. And
Everyone does it, but who cares?
in the end of the day, you cannot compare a position that's based on merit, a sports position, to a position in front office or a position ownership. Or He doesn't own the team. He doesn't own anything. He's a player on his own contract. It is not the same. It's nowhere near the same. You've pretty much conned your whole organization into doing this.
What you said was quite poignant, but now I'm going to push back on you and go, tell me your favorite LeBron meme coming out of this.
My favorite LeBron meme was the one that I shared, which was
one?
LeBron. What was it? LeBron's playing with. LeBron's having sex with someone with the mother of his teammate. Sleeping with his teammate's
watch
mum.
how I'm going to undo his beautiful point that he made, because it was a beautiful point. What was another meme he found on LeBron James? No, the point that you made before was absolutely brilliant.
About what?
About the whole nepotism thing.
I just find it.
But
insane,
I'm gonna shatter it.
If I own a family business, I can put my son in a position over somebody.
But
But if I work for someone,
yeah,
I can't bring my son along and say, "Hey, this is yours now." The boss will be like, "Oh, hold on."
I don't care if
threaten
it
the
does.
boss. Hey, I'll quit. I'm the best barman or I'm the best worker. I'll quit. I'll walk out in the middle of Mother's Day.
I don't care if he does. So what?
What?
It's not like he's a bum. Like
Who?
Even if he brings Bronny James,
Who's not a bum?
Bronny?
How do you know?
Just from his
Numbers is a bum. What? Because he tried. Who did he do to combine with? Suns and Lakers. How have we got any other evidence to say he's not a bum?
Yeah, okay, that's against players, but I'm saying from an athletic perspective, he's not a scrub. You
Habib,
know, he's got a good vert.
There's a lot of
He's quick.
There's
he's
a lot of people.
agile.
There's a lot of people like that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Saleh from the love of the game. You're very athletic.
But what I'm saying,
Like, come on, like
no, I get what you're saying. But what I'm saying is, it's not like he can't play. Like when we talk about nepotism, normally we talk about someone who doesn't deserve to be there at all.
not necessarily.
I'm saying that's normally
But that's not the definition of
I'm
nepotism.
saying that's normally the understanding is, oh my God, they've got his, son playing with
Yeah, of
him.
course.
There's a lot of negativity involved with it, as in that guy shouldn't be there, I should have his position type of thing. With Bronny, at least you can say that from, an athletic perspective, you can make a clear case that he can be there. And we looked at the draft. I was shocked too, like all the
poor
short
draft,
people, all the shorter players that made it this year.
Okay.
I thought they would have gone bigger this year.
But athletic does not mean basketball.
No, but
It means you've
time
got
will
a
tell.
component
Time
to
will
your
tell.
game. Like
You've got-
time will tell. But that's what I'm saying.
You've got
can't-
players that are max effort players that have worked their way, through sheer effort and tenacity that haven't really had the tools that others, might have had or would have been in a better position to have, that have. Am I right? Like,
I just sort of a meme that I would do.
like Jimmy Butler, right, is a great example of
He
this.
worked,
Exactly. That's my point.
but he was elite defender.
My point is, time will tell whether he puts that effort to actually progress.
Oh, no doubt. Look, he's got all the resources and everything at his fingertips. He never
Yeah.
had to struggle for it. Like,
I'm just saying he's not like 500 kilo player.
no, he's not.
who-
That's insane.
Who doesn't know how to shoot a ball.
No, but that's
he's
that's
at
insane.
least got some of the tools to be able to be successful.
The fact of my statement was, and this is the thing, it sucks that we have to have this conversation because before all of this, before like this whole, he's declaring for the draft, or even before his heart went, right, when he was playing, you can ask like many people. I said, this kid, I'd like to see him succeed.
Yeah.
He's never going to be like his dad. I actually was very fond on Bryce. Like I thought Bryce was the one that will make his way
Still.
on merit and get to the NBA, bro. But the way it's gone, when I'm talking about the nepotism and what Woj said, I'm purely basing it off this is what nepotism means, and this is literally what has happened. So regardless of him not being, if he's a bum or we don't know, or what, it is nepotism.
Yeah, it's hard to argue that there wasn't, some involvement, especially with the reports of Rich Paul, saying all these things. Like if we didn't have those stories come out during draft, you could say, okay, look, 55 seems about right,
Yeah.
Where he got it.
But
But
not
with
even-
everything else that, add to it, you can't.
But
Like,
you're exactly right. Put on top of that the fact that they had all these ads ready to go. All
Yeah.
these, they've all been shot. They've all been done. So it wasn't like he never had a chance of not going. He was definitely going to be put there regardless of what he was
yeah.
or how he performed at the combine. That's why nobody else could see him but the Suns or the Lakers.
Yeah. No, Rich Paul is a genius. Absolute
Oh, no
genius.
doubt, no
Business
doubt.
genius.
And a prick.
Moz, give us your thoughts. We've been
I've
talking a
got
bit
a
about.
few
Go.
points. We'll start off with the two memes that just came up with in my head. You're gonna love this one. So you guys remember that clip of LeBron James with the coming out party at Miami Heat, where he's on the stage with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, and he's
And
Oh,
it's
we're
Derrick
gonna
Rose?
win.
No,
We're
no.
gonna win.
Oh, okay.
1,
Not
2,
one,
3.
not
Oh,
two,
yeah. 4,
not two.
5. Yeah.
Now change that to him saying, not one son, not two son, not three son, not four son, coming into the NBA.
What was it you that was saying it about his daughter and everything? Was it a conversation I had with you or with you
I can't
You have to elaborate more.
about LeBron trying to bring his whole family into the NBA? And
I think it's what he did.
was it you?
I can't remember.
I know I had a
Probably
conversation with someone
All
about
right, so-
Kobe wanting his
So
daughter
another
to be
meme
in the
Someone-
idea I had
Go.
was, do you guys know that Adam Sandler movie Big Daddy?
Yeah, no doubt. Well, yeah.
He's teaching him how to spit.
Hip.
He's drooling, he
The
touches the
tomato
ground.
sauce and shit. Yeah.
No, his drool touches
Yeah,
the ground
yeah.
and it slips. He's going to do the same thing on the court.
What? Okay, you lost me on that one.
Those brownies. What was in those brownies?
And then so to touch on the BRONNY situation with him coming into the league, I think you both are forgetting the fact that he's on a two-way. It's not, nothing's guaranteed.
Yeah, but you know he's going to get on the court with his dad.
No,
the whole
he
thing
doesn't
is-
have a guaranteed
Yeah, I know,
contract.
but you know they'll put him on the court with his dad. At some point, he'll play on the court at the same time with his dad.
He has
Even
to,
if it's for 2 minutes, it'll happen, bro.
no, he's starting in the G
The G League, yeah. But you know, LeBron just signed another 3-year extension, isn't it?
No, he hasn't signed
No, he
nothing.
hasn't
I heard today that he signed the 3-year
No.
extension. Check it out.
So according to this, well, I don't know if it's today.
Check
I
it.
didn't
No,
see
I
anything
checked
today.
Nothing.
I'm pretty sure, man.
So
I literally just read
the
he got
last-
No,
The last thing I read was Los Angeles have committed to sign LeBron James for 3 years, 162 mil,
but he hasn't.
and
done
it's up to him whether to sign it or not. And that was from a few days ago, though. So if there's
but
anything
the
new,
two-way contracts, not guaranteed. Pretty much, he has to work his way from the G League to the Lakers team. Which
Yeah, but come on, man. That's like saying he had to
Yeah,
work
yeah.
his way into the league. You
No,
know,
no,
the whole
but-
point is he's going to get on the court with
No,
his
no,
dad
I-
at some point.
I get what you're saying, but you saw how the
Yeah.
Lakers roster was last year. I don't
I know
see
it's
that.
a shit roster, but
No.
I'm saying
How much roster changes
to
they
get
had.
to get from the J League to the Lakers team, they have to offer him a guaranteed contract. at
Yeah,
that
I think
point.
he's going to show out in summer league and actually push them.
I
to-
think what's
do
going to
something.
happen is they're going to tell LeBron, "You take a discount, and we'll give you the rest of the money for your son."
Yeah.
What do you reckon? I mean, they do that with Giannis,
Ah.
Thanasis, right?
I mean, it'll be a good business decision, but I don't think the Lakers are a good
And
business.
why isn't anyone talking about Thanasis nepotism?
Because it's not his son. And to be honest, like,
The guy's a dad.
yeah, but brother, it's not like when he came into the league, Giannis had as much pull as LeBron James has now.
No,
like
but it
they
doesn't matter.
they just saw, okay, this guy hypes his brother up, he compliments his brother, he gets his guy going, he's there, sign him, it's going to help. That's that's an organizational standpoint.
No,
it's
no,
not
that-
Giannis
He's
threatening
taking a
them.
roster
No,
spot.
just leave it as
Yeah.
nepotism is rampant through the league,
Right.
and that's fine. Because if you do that, then Morad could make the same argument. Okay, but you know he's taken a roster spot, etc.
not just
There's no point.
Thanasis. What about Doc Rivers' son? What's
Yeah,
his
yeah,
name?
Austin.
Austin
No.
Rivers.
No.
Yeah.
He came into the league at one of the highest. Did you remember when he came into the league? He was All American. He was one of the highest prospects coming out of college. He wasn't a bum.
Did you hear
His number coming out. Like, did you see who he was when he was coming out
I never
into the league?
followed Austin's
Yeah,
career.
he was a great player coming into the league.
Yeah, but then what?
but then
happened?
he ended up on his dad's team,
And then what happened?
destroyed
that
his
day?
career.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's not his fault.
No, but
He was going to the league
Did he
regardless.
call him dad or
No,
coach?
but
No,
hold
but
on.
did you
He
see the
didn't-
contract his dad gave him?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Look, the
but
main message is
he gave him-
the main message is he would be an NBA player regardless.
Okay,
He
but
would top 10.
We're talking about nepotism.
Yeah, no, to get into the league.
No,
No, I'm
nepotism
talking
in
about
general.
getting into the league.
Bro, he got a
What-
contract
yeah, but
for millions
Habibi,
of dollars.
brother,
It's not worth that
What
much.
I said was,
was it worth
Habibi, on potential, what he was at the time, yeah, he was just as good as any. He was one of the best coming out into the league
Not
at
for
that
the
time.
contract he gave him.
All right, he was top 10 player coming into the league.
Not
Right?
on his dad's team.
No, what do you mean? No, coming into the league. My whole argument was nepotism for a position that you need to get into a league based on merit, usually as a sports player in any sport, right? That's the part I'm talking about. Getting into the league. After, I don't care where you go or what
Okay,
happens.
well then-
Nepotism in that sense is fine.
Thanasis.
If you've got into the league, though,
I
that's-
could give you
it's a different
multiple. Damian
No,
Lillard's
no,
cousin.
It's not an argument.
you know what I'm saying, yeah?
Yeah, but it's not an argument. You
It's about
already
getting
said,
in the league.
You already said
Damian
foot in the
Lillard's
door.
cousin. Do you know about him?
Who?
Damian Lillard's cousin for Portland Trailblazers.
What's his name?
No one knows.
Well, you can't tell me something if I don't know his name. I can't even
That's what I mean.
talk about it.
He got him into the league. No one knows his name.
Who is he, though?
His cousin.
Okay, well then don't bring it up. If you don't have a name, don't bring it up. Like, give me a name,
He
bro.
was a bum.
What I'm saying is nepotism to actually get in. I understand nepotism's rampant everywhere, whatnot.
Yeah.
But to get your foot in the actual league should be based on your performance.
Should
So-
be, but it's not.
So
that's-
that's fine. Let's wrap up the nepotism conversation with this juicy little nugget. So on brand with every podcast, we're bringing it back to Michael Jordan.
I didn't bring it up, Habibi. I didn't
You
bring it
know
up
what?
again. I didn't bring it up.
just about to bring it up. I was just about to bring it up, and that other meme I was going to bring up was My son made it. Why didn't your son make it?
Exactly that. So
He played
Marcus,
in the G League, not the NBA.
Who?
Damian Lillard's cousin. Never played in the NBA.
No, but he came into
G League.
well, same as his son.
But he's going to play in the NBA.
He hasn't yet.
Yeah.
okay.
But you know he will. That's the whole point of this.
All right, let's move it back again.
Yeah,
like I
go ahead.
said,
Show me again.
you ruined my segue.
No, sorry. I needed to
You
know who this.
ruined my segue.
I needed to know this player.
Absolutely.
Segue.
Took a
Get a
massive
segue.
dump on it. I
Yeah,
did.
man.
Now
He
I'm
shit
reversing.
He shit all over it.
You took a massive steaming pile of dump on
It's
it.
like Michael Jordan.
So there was this meme about the comparison with Marcus Jordan and Bronny James in college.
Oh, man.
And looking at the numbers, you would make the argument that Marcus Jordan had more of a right to be in the NBA according to the numbers.
Potential.
Yeah.
That was just a funny little meme that I thought I'd throw out there.
Did you hear why he quit basketball? His son?
No,
Do you know the whole story?
but he's a business.
No. He was able to ball.
Yeah,
he just
he
couldn't
was-
handle the pressure.
Yeah, but then he was actually balling out. And what happened when Jordan, he sponsored, something about him sponsoring.
Yeah, and then
There was a full drama. And then who rocked up and showed out against his team? It was I watched a doco about it. This
some dud NBA player.
nah good.
Who
He
was
came and he lit them up. Just took
I can't
took
remember.
the stage.
So let's move it on
But
to
regardless, yeah.
let's move it on to other news and movements around the league. So free agency starts, I think, next week officially, or is it the end of this week? Is it the 30th or 13th? Something
I think the
like this.
30th.
Something like that.
Yeah,
So
the
free
30th.
agency is we're right on the heels of free agency, and that hasn't stopped teams making moves now. So we'll start from, I guess we'll start from here. So D'Angelo Russell has just signed.
Low.
Uh,
No, he didn't sign. He just
well, he'll opt into his
Well,
his
he has
contract.
to. No one else is gonna pay him that.
18.7 mil. That's his player option.
I like how they do that. Like, I'm opting in as if he's going to get a better deal. If he
Well,
opts out.
I think he will get traded. I think I've seen that he's
He
opting in
gone.
so that they will trade him, or they will be trading him. The other news, Caruso, we haven't covered Caruso. Caruso got traded to Chicago Bulls.
No, he didn't.
From
Sorry, Caruso got traded from the Chicago Bulls to OKC
I like
for Giddey. And did they get any picks?
Giddy. Yes.
No.
I think the Bulls got picks.
no
Was it just a straight?
Oh,
swap?
that was a straight swap.
straight swap. We got
I
robbed.
love OKC.
We're absolutely
I
robbed.
love OKC.
They robbed you.
They own the freaking draft.
Even though I'm wearing the Bulls gear, but yeah, they robbed you.
So let's talk about.
I was wearing it and I remembered they're destroying my life.
Why?
Putting Giddey on my team.
You love him.
I hate him.
He's the best.
I've always hated Giddey.
So Yoz, do you want to talk about that?
At least he doesn't get injured like Alonso.
Does nothing. Absolutely
Giddey
nothing.
and Giddey and Caruso trade. Yoz,
Horrible.
thoughts?
We got robbed. We got lost. How did that make us any better? Defensively, offensively, it doesn't. It doesn't
What
make
is
sense.
your
We
team
overload
doing?
on guards.
What's your team doing? Give me an idea of what
Nothing.
your team's doing.
Nothing.
What are they doing?
Nothing.
What they doing?
They're
exactly?
preserving the Michael Jordan.
What they doing?
They're preserving
Levine?
Michael Jordan. Nothing can happen here because Jordan's cursed the team. That's the mentality.
Go down the
that
roster.
everyone
What they doing with the roster? Tell me.
has. We don't know what's happened with Levine. What the hell are you?
The
They
Razor?
still haven't. They haven't.
Where
Still haven't
Levine?
waived bloody
I forgot about Levine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they still haven't got that
Far
injury
out.
wave on Lonzo Ball. So what the hell's going? They're saying he's
DeRozan?
coming back. DeRozan wants to go down to Clippers,
Yeah.
but that doesn't look like it's going to happen.
Vucevic.
Vucevic is. I love him.
He-
I've always
he
loved-
just-
I've
he
always
don't
loved-
give a shit.
I've always loved Vucevic.
He just rocks up and balls.
Ayo's a legend.
Hey yo,
Kobe White.
Kobe White. Look,
Why hasn't he got the nod to be a starter? Why hasn't he?
He
got,
did. This is what he's.
But they
this
got Josh Giddey.
Right? Why? Why? What are you gonna do?
It's pretty much.
Giddey comes out like
Kobe
I don't
White,
want to come
sorry,
off the
bro.
bench.
You're
I don't want to
going
come off
back
the.
to the bench.
He said, I don't want to come off the bench. He's like, I don't want to play off the ball. I think Sam Presti's been very honest with me, and I was honest with him. Now I've moved to Chicago, and that's what's going to happen. I'm not going to be off the ball. I'm not going to be off the bench.
White,
So now what's happening to Kobe
Sit
White?
down, son.
White is might.
What's happening to Kobe White?
He needs a haircut. That's what's happening.
Do you reckon he's going to
It's
go
fucking
bold
shit.
like Derek White?
No, bro.
Derek White looks like a freaking hillbilly, man.
Bro.
But if anyone looks like an alien in the league, it's Derek White, not bloody Wembanyama.
Let's move on. Let's move on. Moz,
What are you doing, Bulls?
did you want to say anything about that trade, or can we move on?
I said enough.
Alright, let's
I
move on.
did say before, I said Giddy will go. Giddy needs to go. He won't do anything unless he moves off that team. Like, we're saying that for what, weeks?
He would have had a
Like
better,
months.
better
I like it.
spot somewhere else.
No, but we knew that what
like
happened.
Giddy.
That team's too talented to keep him.
I
in the-
like
in the,
him,
in the,
but
roster, in the lineup.
on another team, it would have been better.
I
He's
like
not
Giddy.
athletic. He's not fast.
Shout
he's
out
not-
to Giddy and the Boomers. Hope you get a medal for the
Not
Olympics.
a medal. We want gold.
Um,
It matches our jersey.
they're not going
Have
to
you
be.
seen our uniforms?
Oh my
Curry's
god!
Oh my
Oh,
Ya
Let's-
Allah.
oh, dressed up like
Bro,
AFL
what
players.
is this nonsense?
We'll get to the
Bro.
Olympics. We'll get to the Olympics later. Let's continue with the trades. So the other trades, Davion Mitchell and I don't know what this guy's name is.
Vucevic.
They go to the Raptors,
Yeah,
and the Kings receive Jalen McDaniels.
yeah.
That improves them defensively, I reckon. I think they
They're just
also
beefing up
got
they
they also got a pick, 45th pick in 2024.
Hectic. They're gonna pick Michael Jordan with that one.
So that's the Kings and the Raptors.
But these second round picks are ridiculous. They're holding them as if they're currency.
The other one, which is really interesting for me, Quentin Grimes
Yeah, what? They're
Traded
gonna waive
to-
him. 100%. They're gonna waive him.
was. Let me get it out.
Sorry, man.
Far out.
They're gonna waive him. He's waived. Before you finish, he's waived.
Quentin Grimes traded to the Mavs for Tim Hardaway. Sorry, Mavs and Pistons do a trade. Quentin Grimes goes to the Mavs. Tim Hardaway Jr. goes to the Pistons,
Stupid.
as well as 3 second-round picks. Now, Tim Hardaway Jr. going to the Pistons seems to me like a punishment
Yeah, it's stupid.
for what his dad said publicly about Luka Doncic, the team, and how the team's chemistry and morale is affected by Luka Doncic hogging the ball, so to speak. Publicly said this on whether it was a podcast or whatever. Sending Tim Hardaway, I knew he was going to be traded at the end of the season. You saw in the playoffs, he had that really good game where he scored like 5 3-pointers.
Where they finally played him,
Yes.
bro.
And they sent him straight back to the bench.
Ridiculous.
Why? Because either A, they were trying to get his cred
Trade stock up, yeah.
trade stock up, so that they can get rid of him. And that's exactly what they've done. They traded him for
A dud. A
a
photocopier.
photocopier. They
That's
got Quentin
rubbish.
Grimes, and the Pistons got
It's not even
3
a new
second
model
round picks as
photocopier.
well.
It's like a 6-year-old photocopier.
So
No
to
Bluetooth.
me, this was like a straight up punishment. Getting sent to the Detroit Pistons. Sorry, Salah, but
But
Solly will be happy, man. Like, honestly, Tim Hardaway Jr. He's a good piece. Look, I love Luka. You love Luka, yeah?
he's better than
You love
Bronny.
Luka, but let's be real. That game plan it's too much.
dribble.
Man, come on,
Dribble.
It's meant to, like his IQ is very high. He gets his assists up there, but bro, they weren't moving the ball as a team. Like you looked at them against the Celtics, and you're like, you're not a team. I mean, it's
No.
you and Kyrie, and once you figure out how to stop that, the other guys have to have a good night. If they're not having a good night, you're out of it, bro. Like that's not how you play basketball.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan didn't play like that. Kobe did play like that. Michael Jordan didn't play like that.
I wanted to add to this.
I was about to pass it
Yeah.
over to you because I don't want to speak about the Boston and Mavs and everything else.
No, it was just a
until
light
later.
touch, just about what Tim Hardaway
But
said.
the actual trade, to me, it looks like a punishment. So if that's fine. I mean, I think we've covered that angle. Moz, did you want to say something about this trade?
Yeah. I've heard LeVar Ball say much worse than what Tim Hardaway said.
Right?
Yeah.
So what happened with Lonzo?
It
But LeVar's known for that, man.
was funny. I'm thinking myself, he's probably trying to take notes from LeVar Ball.
Look.
I
Tim
would've-
Hardaway has a right to speak, bro. He's a legend.
Exactly.
He's like he was our legend from our days, man. Like
Yeah, I don't know. I thought his comments.
What's his tag online? The original crossover king or something?
No
killer
idea.
crossover.
Yeah, the original killer crossover.
No idea.
But that's right. He was the original killer crossover, man.
So to be honest, I think it's a good move from the Mavs getting rid of him. You don't need someone who's going to affect your locker room. And I think that the way it happened, I think was just, it was really bad for morale. And the way, I remember the report when it came out, they said an anonymous source. And then Tim Hardaway was on the podcast the next day commenting about the anonymous source and then literally agreeing with it and adding to it, and you're like, was it an anonymous source or was it you, dude? Like, that's messed up, man. You don't do that to a locker room, especially during the playoffs, man. What the hell?
I was gonna say during the playoffs you don't do that shit. But
No way.
outside the
during
playoffs,
the playoffs, so you should all be dark.
yeah.
Should be no internet, no social
But-
media, nothing. Just switch it.
No,
to-
that was his
After
dad.
the
That was his
season,
dad. That was his
Yeah, I
dad.
know. But still, it should all be the same during the playoffs.
But I think it's dirty because how did Tim Hardaway feel? Like Tim Hardaway Jr.
Yeah, but he would have probably complained. That's how it started, you know?
Now,
And I think-
just first off, who names their son after themselves? Like Abu Tim. Like, come on, man. That
LeBron
drove
James.
me
The
nuts.
king.
Bronny, Bron.
The king.
BJ.
Man, how conceited do you have to
BJ. I like
BJJ.
BJJJ.
be? My wife
Okay,
told me name your son Yusuf. I'm like, you nuts? I'm not name my son Yusuf.
so the next trade,
Call yourself. You respond to yourself. What?
let's move it on.
Yeah.
Next trade is a big one. Larry Nance Jr., Dyson Daniels, 2025 first round pick, 2027 first round pick.
Mhm.
That's what the Hawks receive for
Dun, dun, dun.
DeJounte Murray.
My man.
No, DeJounte money.
He's going to the Pelicans to
Money
play
in the
with
fourth quarter.
Z, the big
Big
Z.
cash.
What do we think about this trade?
It's probably my favorite trade. My favorite trade that's happened so far.
Get away from Trey Young.
So Moz,
Get
go.
away.
Kick it off. So Larry Nance.
100% my favorite trade that's happened so far. And they managed to do it without getting rid of BI. No, that's
That was surprising, man.
not just BI, and they managed to keep CJ as well.
Yes, it was. I thought BI would be
That
gone.
is massive.
I thought he
is-
was leaving.
That's massive. So I think the next move is going to be something around the center spot, because I think Valanciunas is gone. So I think they're going to do something there, and then probably beef up the bench. And man, we can see this team in the top 5.
So what do you think
They
about
were,
the
weren't they?
Hawks?
Yeah,
No, they were.
yeah, we can see them in top 5 next season.
What do you think about the Hawks?
Oh, fuck the Hawks. The Hawks are flying all over the place.
So,
We're gonna start calling them the
Mr. Lollipop.
so
They're
they've
playing the
got
pigeons.
they received 2 first round picks and Dyson
They
Daniels.
look like pigeons.
who I like. You don't think it gives them any benefit whatsoever?
I reckon they're still going to get rid of Trae Young. They're rubbish. Ever since Dominic Wilkins, that franchise has been rubbish.
So Yoz,
You need to get Trey Young's stock back up, man.
Yoz,
What do you call Trae Young? What's his nickname?
pube hair.
I call him Lollipop.
Pubhead.
Chopper chop.
How
is it?
Choopy
Choopy
Choopy choop.
You guys and your nicknames.
So this trade, do you think DeJounte's happy? Because it was just recently we saw an interview with, I think it was on Trey's podcast as well, with Trae Young and DeJounte Murray talking about how much they love each other and
Yeah, but that's regardless.
kumbaya and whatever, and bang, gone.
Like you used to
I
say,
told you in that after that interview, I said no, they're getting separated.
Well,
I mentioned that because something looked off about the way that they were talking with each other.
as soon as
and,
that trade, as soon as he went there, I'm like, this isn't gonna work. Doesn't make sense. It makes no sense.
Did you see their stats? That actually ended up getting worse. So the year before, I think they were second offensively.
They were pretty good when Trey was
And they
gone,
ended up-
when he was injured.
They ended up being like 12th or 13th offensively. And then the defensive rating the year before was 22. And then the following year, the first year with Murray, it dropped to 27. So the team went shit house.
Yeah, Capella being out has not helped them defensively either. But Yoz, give us your thoughts about this trade.
Look, I think it's great that DeJounte's got away. I think he needed to get away. Like,
But what about the team he landed on?
Moz, Yoz.
pretty brilliant.
Yeah.
I think that's, as you said, one of the best trades that we've had. Like, I don't know why. I still couldn't understand why he was ever put there in the first place.
Yeah.
Like, why would you pair him together with Trae Young? Made no sense to me.
I think they want to beef up their defense.
Yeah, but it didn't make sense to me at all.
Beef up their defense.
Like, it made no sense to me at all, bro.
What? He was known as a defensive player.
But I thought they were gonna keep DeJounte, and I thought they were gonna deal off Trae Young because
That would make more sense. But
Towards the end of the season, that's what it looked like.
yeah,
'cause
especially Trae was injured.
yeah.
DeJounte came back
He was
balling out, bro.
killing
And then
it.
when Trae came back, it was just like,
He had those
trash
string
again.
of 3
Mm.
games, game winners or whatever.
bro,
Yeah,
and it was like
so-
what 36 to 40 points, bro. And 20 was like in the last quarter or something, bro.
money.
So, what do you think of the trade for Atlanta? Larry Nance, Dyson Daniels, 2025 first round,
Becoming a dumping
2025.
ground. That's what I reckon. Like,
Hawks.
none of them players stand up.
Pigeons.
Yeah, Dyson Daniels, I do like him sometimes, but
I
nothing
like
special,
Dyson
man. Like,
Daniels. Again, boomers. Let's
and
go.
that's why you like them, though. Like, to be honest, they're not anything that's too stand out, bro. They play their roles.
Yeah.
That's it. They're not going to win you a championship.
So just adding to the whole trade. So there was a bit of drama off the court as well. This gives us a little bit of insight into life as an NBA player as well. Because Larry Nance, you wouldn't consider him necessarily as a journeyman or a, he's been from Cleveland to Pelicans. He's been
Lakers,
but he's been there for a few years. Like he hasn't.
Lakers, Cleveland.
It's not like
Where else?
it's not like Pat Bev, he's staying there for a little while. He's making a home. So this tweet by, I think his wife, Haley Nance, getting traded right before kids' bedtime is dirty work. Putting 2 fussy kids to bed myself. Griff trying to kill me. Andrew Griffin. Is it Andy Griffin? Andy Griffin?
Isn't
is
that the
that the-
comedian? That's a comedian.
But she thinks that
What's
was
the-
bad timing.
Tell her shut up.
Wait, she hasn't seen
You
that.
got 6 kids, bro. What is she talking
Right,
about?
she hasn't.
She's
seen,
a multimillionaire.
She hasn't seen that trade that happened during the game.
Yeah, where there was a few.
Really?
There was a
She's
few.
trying to compare that to that. No, that's just.
And then lastly on this
NBA wants to know when you put your kids to bed.
Shut
up.
man. Come on, man.
Lastly on this topic, Trae Young. Let me see if I can find it. There was a video of Trae Young receiving the news that DeJounte was traded. Yeah, there it is. And
The video. Show me.
yeah, I've got to send the link, but you see him just on the phone basically, and he looks like disheveled, like crisis mode.
He always looks disheveled.
But yeah, it was like crisis
Doesn't have a
mode,
brush.
trying to sort things out or whatever. So I don't know if I don't think he's got any more pull with Atlanta, to be honest. Like you said, I feel like still that he's on the chopping block. I don't know if he makes them necessarily better. And you know my feeling about undersized players in the league right now, the way that the league is being played. It's a tall, defensive-minded league, and players like Trae Young are unfortunately
Foul
going to
baiting,
be,
half court shooting.
they're going to be
Not
left
just that.
behind.
Didn't they draft someone to replace him?
Who did they draft? I
Who
didn't
the
see.
hell are
They
they
had the
gonna
first
draft
draft pick.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They had that tall guy. What's
to
his
replace him?
Yeah,
What?
he's 6'6". They got him as a point guard.
name? Zachary Rashid,
forward?
6'9", bro.
Yeah,
He's their point guard.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, they went taller.
They went taller.
Wait, he's a point guard?
I don't know what he is.
He's from
Oh,
France.
did they have another pick?
Oh,
I know.
I'm not
I
sure.
remember
I don't
reading.
think there's anyone in that draft that replaced him, but I do believe that.
Bro,
Go second
6'9",
round.
6'9" from France.
Yeah, France had like 3 or 4 players.
No, they only had the one.
No. I remember reading somewhere that they got a young buck to replace him. Maybe it is him.
So that was interesting. So let's move on to some of the other moves. So
It's the Hawks.
Seth Curry gets waived from Charlotte Hornets.
But
there is interest.
from both parties.
Yes.
So I think they're going to re-sign him.
What, Hornets?
Yeah.
Okay. Keep him with Dell.
Yeah.
No nepotism there.
Those
Okay.
Curry boys.
Let's talk
they
about
worked hard, man.
contracts. So massive signings happening. Emmanuel quickly gets the bag. 5 years, 175 mil
Deserves it. He
from
balled out.
the Raptors.
Yeah.
Nick Claxton from Brooklyn.
He
4
did
years. 4 years, 100 mil.
Brother, he did well. He was a beast on boards, and he was a beast on.
He needs to be moved to point.
But he got injured.
Forward.
He got injured a few times though too, man.
Look, I'm not saying he's a bad player. I'm just saying in position
wrong
wise,
position.
yeah.
Bam Adebayo. Well, actually, let's stay here for a second. So the Nets, there's another report saying that there's going to be a fire sale. We didn't speak about this trade. You know what? Let's go back to trades. Sorry, one of the biggest trades. Mikal Bridges goes to the Knicks to join the Villanova pack. Knicks receive Mikal Bridges and 2026 second-round picks. And the Nets received a haul. Bogdanovic, 4 first-round picks, 2025 first round. Oh, man, this is a list. Sorry. 4 first-round picks, 2025 first-round pick, 2028 pick swap, 2025 second-round pick. This is a massive haul for the Nets, considering they lost so much when they got rid of well, actually, no, they gained a lot when they got
back.
Yeah,
when they traded.
So there's rumors around the league as well that more are going to go from the Nets, and they're going to have like a massive fire sale.
Getting rid of Simo, guaranteed there.
They're going to go into full rebuild.
Yeah,
phase.
so Brooklyn Nets could enter. Yeah, here, this is the report. Brooklyn Nets could enter a fire sale, making players like Cam Johnson, Dorian Finney-Smith, Bojan Bogdanovic, Dennis Schroeder, Ben Simmons, and Day'Ron Sharpe, available. So that's huge. What do you think about the Nets?
Smart move. They've looked at what they've got and they're like, yeah, we ain't got nothing special here. Let's just go rebuild now.
And just staying on that trade, so the Knicks, apparently they think that there's talks that Hartenstein won't be retained. They won't be able to retain him.
Because of the new...
I'm not sure. It just says that there's a feeling that they may not be able to retain him. And whoever gets him, that's a massive pickup, man.
Hell yeah.
I love the way that Tibbs played those two during the playoffs. That was really smart. The other contract, Malik Monk, this happened a while ago, but we haven't been on.
Yeah, bag of chips they got him for.
Yeah, 4 years, 78 mil. You could see he wanted to be there.
Very cheap.
Because I think he deserved way more than that.
I think he likes his role there.
Yeah.
He's happy with his role.
He's played some of his best basketball at the Kings. You agree?
Yeah.
You don't agree?
No, I'm just thinking about...
Bronny?
No, I was thinking about what Moz said about, like, I think he deserves way more than that. Like, it just makes me smile sometimes because, like, perspective-wise, you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, 100%, he balled out, yeah.
Okay, so
the money, how much it is, you know, for playing ball, and sometimes I hear it and it just gets me. That's it.
Well, staying on money, let's talk about the other contract. So OG Anunoby finally decided to take an offer from the Knicks, 5 years, 212.5
how can you refuse that?
There were talks before this that it looked like he wasn't going to pick it up, and there was concern that he may not want to stay.
No, I think they upped the money side of things.
Yeah. So the Knicks are starting to shape up like they're running it back, slightly retooled. It'll be interesting to see what they do next year.
It's going to be hard to go back to where they were without Hartenstein there.
Yeah, well, he hasn't left yet, but there is sentiment around the league that he could be up for.
But that's a big loss.
Yeah,
it
would
be. I mean, they're already undersized.
You see Jalen Brunson and Tyrese Halliburton in the WWE?
Yeah.
No,
Jalen Brunson pulls a metal chair out.
But they did nothing. I thought they were actually going to...
Like when Dennis Rodman and Shaq used to go in WWE. That was
I was
hectic,
disappointed.
Bro.
I kept watching clips to try to see, did they go at it? No. And then the last one that I've got here, there might be more that I've missed, but the last one I've got here is Bam Adebayo. Signs a 3-year, 166 mil in Miami.
Very nice.
Some news around the league. So Russell Westbrook. So there's, staying on this topic, there's talks that Russell Westbrook could be out of, that everyone's expecting that he won't be a Clipper next season. So there's talks
come to the
about
Bulls.
that. And the big one for me, and I'd like to get your guys' thoughts on this, Paul George. Clippers are not offering Paul George a max contract. He's been linked to the Warriors. This is huge. This could change the West, I think. What do you guys think about this?
I'm trying to think about what the Warriors could offer, because you have to take into perspective that the Clippers are moving into a new arena. They want to put bums in seats to recoup some of the money or all the money, and they need someone in return. Who are the Warriors going to offer? I mean, yeah, the Warriors are going to go all out to try and get him, but who personnel wise are they going to offer? Because draft picks is not going to cut it.
Yeah, they're going to have to
no
throw
points.
I think it's going to have to be a 3-team trade.
That's some of the discussions were around that.
Yeah.
But I think the Warriors are obviously going to be looking at Wiggins, Kuminga.
They don't put bums in seats.
Don't get rid of Kuminga.
No, I'm not saying they would.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. Remember, we had this discussion
What
about
about
the
Clay?
Clippers.
Clay's going.
No, Clay's been linked with other teams.
Yeah, I know, but can't they change that if they offer him something he accepts it?
I don't even know if the Clips would be taking Clay. And I don't even know if his stock is that high, to be honest.
No, Mr. 0 points.
No, he won't. I don't think.
Because he's been linked to Orlando and he's even been linked
Now-
to
I think.
LA.
I don't think
Mavs,
he's-
as well.
Mavs, yeah.
But just coming back to PG, yeah. So, do you think that he is an impact player
so
on a contending team? Not from his history, but now.
I think he's one of the best players in the league.
The GOAT.
No, well, in today's stupid standard, like I've been saying for a long time, the way he plays the game, I think he's one of the best players in the
He's
league.
the blueprint.
The problem is he's not aggressive enough. He tries to, and I think that comes part and parcel with playing now with Kawhi Leonard, and
then before that with Westbrook.
and with James Harden and with it's a lot. There's a lot of egos there, man, that you have to take a step back. I believe if he isn't, say you have him and Westbrook, just two of them, put them on, say hypothetically the Bulls. That's a good recipe, bro. Like he's one of the best players in the league. The way he plays the game.
Yeah.
So and I'm not talking about previously in Indiana before injury and all that. Just the way he moves with the ball, the way he moves without the ball. He's definitely a major factor if you put him on a contending team. The wing position is the most important position in basketball today. Like that is without a doubt the most important position, and he's one of the best wings in the game.
I agree. I can't find a way the Warriors can make this work.
Yeah.
It's different basketball with the Warriors too, isn't it? Because he's not really that,
Because
the way they move the ball. It's very quick Warrior basketball. Like
but he's got the legs
From
to keep
historic-
up, I
Wiggins,
think.
if Wiggins can make it, I think PG will be way better than a Wiggins
but Wiggins wasn't expected to do that much.
without Clay.
But at that time he hasn't had to do that. So you had Wiggins, you had Jordan Poole, you had Klay Thompson, you had Stephen Curry. You don't now if you take away these players, like take away Wiggins, take away Jordan Poole, take away Clay, it's not the same.
It's not the same Warriors.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's like,
But they'll try build
the floor's shrunk.
Yeah, but Kerr, they're going to try build that same type of fast moving off ball, cut, constantly move because it's Stephen Curry.
Way too young.
But Stephen Curry plays like that, and he's 34 is he? He's still playing at that speed.
I know, I think 36.
36, but you see him, he's still at that speed. So they have to continuously build that team in that manner because you're not going to say, okay, now Steph, we're going to move away from you. No, he's still
They're too
Steph.
short. They're too short. The Warriors are too short. They need height. And having, what is he, 6'9", I think, Paul George?
No,
6'7", isn't he?
6'7", yeah.
Yeah. I think he fits in perfectly with their system. They just picked up a tall guy in the draft.
And they got rid of Looney, didn't they?
They've paid Looney. No, they've retained Looney for a year, I think.
Did they? I thought they were getting rid of him.
And they've
Should
still
have got rid of him.
got that young kid, Trace Jackson, whatever his name is.
Short.
They're not going to make the playoffs.
It's Steph Curry, man.
No, man.
Steph Curry. I don't get it, bro.
I'm not going to write him out.
So your Warriors, you're the Warriors fan here. How do you see them making this work?
I don't know. Look, when it comes to the trades, okay, half of the stuff I don't understand. I'll be honest with you. Like there's some of the moves, like for example, and I sent this to you earlier in the week.
Oh, with the
Houston
he's the
one.
professional at the trades.
The Houston one, like this one. Brooklyn Nets have a
the
deal
tongue
with
twister.
Houston. Houston Rockets acquire 2025 right to swap Houston OKC first 2025 Suns first round pick. Houston acquires 2029 more favorable. The list goes on, and I'm like, what the hell is this? And then a report comes out straight after that. Houston Rockets just traded with Brooklyn to get more draft capital because they want to trade for Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Like when I saw that at face value, I could not make heads or tails of it. Okay, so when it comes to trades, when it comes to what they can and can't do, I don't know. But the way I see it is, if a team wants to do something and players are willing to do it in this league, in this day, it almost seems like it's going to happen.
Hey,
You
Bronny
know,
got
it's-
into the league.
yeah.
Anything can happen.
I don't know. There's no, in my opinion, there's no player the Warriors can offer that's gonna equate to putting bums in seats.
Bums in seats.
Yeah,
Is that what
for
you're
the
worried
Clippers.
about? Oh, Clippers. Yeah. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the Warriors.
No,
I'm like,
for the
you
Clippers.
don't need to worry about the Warriors.
Because the Clippers are losing money there.
Yeah, I agree. I don't see how. So you're saying, okay, you're looking at. I don't see how the Clippers let him go for, like you're saying, for a player less than a superstar. Yeah, I agree with you. On that
So
sense.
who would that be though in the league?
From the Warriors, no, it'd have to be like you said, a 3-team trade
yeah,
of
but
some kind.
in the third team, which superstar?
Trey Young, maybe. I don't know.
It would have been
Yes.
It would have been
No, he
interesting to
would've-
see.
would've fit.
I don't
Would have
know.
been interesting to see PG go to Philly, but I don't know why they lost interest in that whole discussion, because I know they were discussing getting him into Philly.
Yeah, well, they still got the Tobias Harris trade piece.
But Tobias Harris wouldn't want to go back to Clippers.
He hasn't got a no trade clause, so they can move him over there.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah, that was his career best when he was at Clippers too.
They'll have to put Kuminga up.
Yeah, definitely. Kuminga's got to be part of the trade.
Comeback, eh? He just came out balling, and
I
it'd be shame to see him
What
go.
what's
'cause
superstars on the block at the moment? What's in your opinion? What?
I don't see. Look, like I said, I don't see today's league being limited by who's available.
No, not available. But which superstar is gonna like?
It's that
I
old
don't know.
adage: everything's always for sale.
I'm just
Yeah.
thinking off the top of my head, the All-Star game that just went past. Which one of those was it happy in the team they were with?
I don't know, but let's move it on.
Interesting.
Let's move it on. So we spoke about the Warriors being connected to this. So I want to transition to the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
So Wiggins. So the Warriors have actually cancelled Wiggins' request to play for Team Canada because of his health conditions. They don't want to risk. This sounds to me like they're ready to trade him. If they're worried about his health in this way, because it was just an ankle injury.
Meanwhile, Embiid plays playoffs, pushes back, and then goes.
I
back
don't
for
think
America.
Even Luka just played against Brazil. Literally just played. He just finished the finals.
I don't think health, like physical health, is what they're worried. I think they're worried about
Trade.
mental health.
I think it's a trade.
Yeah, but I do think you're right, Nibs.
Yeah.
I think it is to preserve their value.
Yeah, 100%.
But yeah, I do think with him it's a mental thing.
Yeah, I don't think
Something's
it's the
gone on.
physical.
Something for the past 2 years has been going on in his life where it keeps him away at the
Well, he
same
had-
time of every year, though.
He had
Same
family
time.
problems last time.
Yeah, but both times of the year, same time.
Yeah.
Poor bloke. He showed promise in Warriors.
Yeah, I liked.
There
what
was
he did.
moments there, yeah,
Yeah.
100%. But we don't know what the personal thing is. It could be something really.
Honestly, whatever happens, hopefully he gets back.
So USA Team Select has been selected, and there's a lot of young faces that are going to get some really good experience this off season against the. What are we calling them? Are they the Dream Team?
No, they don't earn that title.
The
Don't give
imaginary-
them that
They're not the
title.
redeem team either.
The
No,
imaginary
they're
team.
nothing.
What are we calling them? So the select team.
Make-A-Wish.
No, I think out there they were calling them the Uncle Drew team because of a bunch of old farts.
without Uncle Drew.
Yeah.
To be honest, that is the best when they're older. Like I know this is a bit off topic, but the NBA, when I grew up, it was a man's league. I mean, if you remember watching the NBA,
100%.
they were men.
Mm.
Now you watch it, they're all like little AAU ballers and little skinny boys. Like, but they're obviously going to be.
Can I go
good.
through this list? So
Yeah,
these
go
are the USA select team candidates or nominees or team, whatever you want to call it. Jalen Duren from OKC, I think. Is that right?
Yeah, Jalen. No.
Cooper Flagg. That was interesting. Did he even get... Did he apply
He
for
didn't
the
mention
draft?
that trade. Jalen Duran's from Pistons. He got traded to OKC.
Oh, yeah, actually, I had it. And I missed it. Yeah, my bad. Cooper Flagg. Was he in the draft?
No, he's... Oh, wait. No, he wasn't.
Wasn't he? I thought maybe he's not in uni yet. But anyway, Cooper Flagg. Langston Galloway. Langston Galloway.
Wait.
Wow, there's a name we haven't heard for a while.
Langston Galloway. Is that his younger brother or something?
No.
Or is that the Langston?
That's the Langston Galloway.
But he's like 40-something
I
years old.
know. Langston
No.
Galloway's the one that owns his own shoe brand, Ethics shoe brand.
Yeah, the only reason why I know him is
Legend.
because he played with Carmelo Anthony.
Nigel Hayes, no idea who
Yeah,
he
I
is.
heard that.
Trace Jackson Davis from the Warriors.
Mr. Picasso. Mr.
The
Picasso.
walking painting.
Javi.
Harvey
Jaime Havers.
The
Marquez
Michelangelo.
Jr.
Yeah.
Hang on, if the J is silent in his name, does the Junior also have a silent J? Junior.
Oh my God.
Janeiro.
Brandon Miller. Miller
Miller, yeah.
from the Hornets.
I reckon
Jordan
he'll
hater,
be the MVP of that team.
From the Hornets. Trey Murphy the third. I didn't know he was the third from the
Yeah,
Pelicans.
flop.
Keegan Murray. Is Keegan Murray still in the Kings?
Yeah,
he
yeah.
is, yeah. And Brandon the Podzemski from the Warriors.
B-Pods.
And Micah Porter. Is that another Porter brother? Get out of
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
man.
The
Come
third
on,
one.
man.
No.
No,
Is it?
I don't think he's related.
Michael Porter.
No, they're not
Micah.
related.
Micah.
Oh,
No,
Micah.
no, it's
Can't
not
be.
related.
Can't be.
Different.
Peyton Pritchard from the Boston Celtics, the
Mr.
championship
Hustler.
Boston
Mr. Buzzer
Celtics.
beater, half-court shot.
Bro, he reminds you of like
Magic.
a trailer park.
Magic.
Trailer park fella.
Good shooter from Trailer Park.
Jabari Smith Jr.
Hey,
from
yeah, that
Houston
Houston
Rockets.
Rockets.
Jalen Suggs from Orlando Magic.
Yeah.
And Eamon Thompson also from the Houston Rockets.
Yeah, that's a big pickup.
What do you think of this squad? Actually, sorry. And head coach, Jamal Mosley, whoever that is. Wait, I know who that is. Anyway, so what do you think of that team? Do you reckon they could upset the... we got to find a name for these... this team, this USA
Bro, you didn't
team.
mention a center. That whole squad has no center.
Brandon Miller.
Positionless.
Did you hear
He's a
center?
shooting guard.
No.
No, I didn't hear one.
How the hell are you gonna prep for the FIBA by not playing against the
Trace is the center. Yeah,
What is he, 5'11"?
No, Trace Jackson Jr.
From Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, he's
He's a
big
little
man.
dude.
He's not a little dude. You're talking about Podziemski.
No, I'm talking about Trace.
Trace isn't a little dude. He's the one that posterized Wemby.
He's not big. He's little.
He's their center.
What is he? 6'11"?
Bro, he's not
He
5'11".
looks little,
this
man.
guy 5'11".
Nah, he
No, that was a joke. Like, I don't mean 5'11".
Cube head's taller than him.
Trace Jackson.
he is a center, but
All right, so that's the Olympics. The
yeah. So what do I think of that team? It's not really a team you use to prep for FIBA. They would have been better against the NBA.
He's only
team.
6'9".
Okay, he's not
Yeah,
5'11".
he's-
How's he
He's
at the center?
Oh, he's a center.
He's not their
No,
center.
he's
There's
not
no way
center.
he's playing a
Is he
center.
the tallest? No.
Looney's taller than him.
Luna's the only one taller.
Yeah. So my opinion on this is
Bro, he's a power forward. Oh, he's a power forward center. What the
Yoz, Olympics.
Yeah, I don't care. He's a power forward center.
Okay.
Even where he is. But I'm saying it's very
Was-
small.
So my opinion on this is that would have been better getting a Euro team or an NBL team to prep against rather than this.
But no,
No
this is
shit.
this is tradition. It's tradition.
I
They
don't
always
give a
pick
shit,
the
bro.
USA select team
Tradition
for this.
rubbish. I don't give a shit.
Yoz, what are your thoughts on this?
So-
They're going to be quick. They're a young team.
You get smashed.
Exactly.
They're gonna be
There's no setup, man.
Right. just you Trace Jackson is okay. Good on you, man.
Who's gonna guard Joel Embiid?
You remember when the Dream Team had it? You had people like
my
friggin'
God.
Chris Mullen, not Chris Mullen, Chris Webber, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you had ballers. Look, who are these guys?
Look, I'm just glad to see.
How many of them are going to be future Hall of Famers? How many of them?
I don't know.
From your opinion, from the way they play the game, how many you reckon will be future Hall of Famers?
Probably two. Probably two.
And who are they?
Keegan Murray and Brendan Miller.
I reckon none of them.
They got the ceiling. I mean, they got the talent, not the ceiling. They got the talent to make it.
So on that note, with this select team, shout out to Langston Galloway. I've been following him. I've been following him ever since he started his own shoe brand. Credit to him. Makes
Bro,
a really
that's
nice.
40-year-old. What the hell's he doing on the team, man?
I'll go play.
Far
And
out,
we'll give him a
man.
better run.
Makes a nice shoe. On that note,
Nepotism at its best.
Finest.
makes a nice shoe. On that note, we're gonna swing it over to the kicks of the week.
Oh,
Let's roll it.
I'm not tickling you, bro. You have fluff.
Yeah, I'm wearing the Jordan 2s, 2.0s again. They're nice. They're very comfortable, man. One of my favorite shoes you own. One of my favorite shoes. They got the hair pocket. Not much Jordan 2s have those. Full length. Or the air on the back. What do you mean full length? It's full length. Yeah, all the way around. Beautiful shoes. Probably one of the most comfiest that I have. Just to kick in the... Yeah,
Fresh colorway.
yeah. The bottoms are clean, I think. Yeah, the bottoms are clean today. Like nuts happy. No, they're nice. No, I love these shoes. They're very nice. So yeah, that's my Jordan 2s today. You got bought in them? Nothing really special now. I don't buy the shoes, no way. Just yeah, I'm running out of shoes, boys. You guys pop in a new pair every week. They do, bro. I'm down to what? Every other pair that I have to bring here are actually ball shoes. I don't want to wear the ball shoes. This. We got the Jordan 5 Laney's. So if I know so clean, they are fresh, man. They're popping on that camera. Loving them. Favorite feature on the shoe is the 23s. They just pop. Nice, clean, sleek look. Nothing too fancy. Just got enough to catch your eye. They go, ooh, what's he wearing? What's the shoe king wearing today? Oh, man. Probably get you a couple of numbers as well. Checks. You just want me to cut you off. They're that good looking. It's like the chicks on the shirt. The screws. I don't know about the chicks. But yeah, so they're mine. You got a 5 ladies. The shoe king bringing the fire.
Took style twins wash.
Boom shakalaka.
Yeah, I haven't had time to pull all the tags off. So
You lose points for that.
I'm just rocking it like this, raw, straight out the box. These are still brand new.
These are the Kyrie's.
These are Kyrie's first shoe with Anta. So these are the Kyrie ones, or the Kai ones, I think they're calling them. And I've gone for the all black, murdered out look. If you could see what I'm wearing, black on black on black on black.
Triple V.
Murdered out.
It's got the Jordan 36 look with the mesh and stuff. TM.
Yeah, so they're pretty nice. I mean, they've kept it really very similar to the old Kyries from Nike. So shout out to Anta. Great styling, design. Love the little strap. Yeah, very nice. Very nice. Murdered out.
Where's that from?
He's number 11, and then he's got all those hieroglyphics he loves to do.
We don't know what it is. Yeah, it says, can we say like worship Osiris or something? Do you know what it is?
Yeah, cushion.
It says,
Cushion is really
I've gotten too much metal.
love this. Yeah, all these dangly bits. I couldn't find a pair of scissors to cut them off. But
Let the hold more value if you live it on.
I'm going to be playing in these, so can't wait to get these off.
I dare to do this thing you've been
Good, man. So that's it. That was the kicks of the week.
Go.
Let us know which one was the best. Vote
MJ's.
below.
The MJ's
Let us know in the
best.
comments. who had the best kicks of the week.
The real king.
Now, just before we move on to the clips of the week, I think it's important that we address the end of the season.
Address it.
Boston and Mavs finishes the season. The Boston Celtics are the champs. The champs of the NBA. So we haven't really spoken about it. So let's just quickly go through your thoughts on the series, how it ended up, Boston being the champs. Give me your thoughts, yours, on that.
I've been saying it all year. All year.
You love
the
it.
most mentally strong team in the league. Boston Celtics are the champions. I said they will be the champions. It's too easy.
The expert has spoken.
They walked straight through every round because no one had the balls or the guts to be able to stop him. That being said, that was the easiest walk to the finals I have ever seen.
We're doing this still.
Lucky walk to the finals. Man, that's all I got to say about that.
Was there easier?
All I got to say about and Jason Tatum.
Let's come back to that. Let's come back to that. Moz,
Yalla.
do you want to say anything about the finals, the series? What do you think of Boston winning it all? Let us know.
Congrats to Boston. We'll start there. Congrats to our Muslim brother, Mr. Jaylen Brown.
Why?
I love it.
Why?
MVP.
The finals MVP, Mr. Brown.
Not just the finals.
The
it's the conference MVP as well.
The most marketable player in the NBA.
Marketable player.
Since winning the finals MVP.
So congrats to them. And, mate, Mavs let everyone down and big disappointment showing out in the finals.
Kyrie.
Yeah, so it ended.
I don't think it was just Kyrie.
Big time Kyrie there.
It ended in a gentleman's sweep with Kyrie, not showing up offensively, unfortunately. Luka still put up his numbers, but Luka's always going to put up his numbers having the ball that dominantly.
Do you blame him, but was anyone else stepping up on that team?
Yeah, I think at some point you've got to be like, well, if you guys aren't going to do it, I'll do
100%.
it. Yeah, so
Kobe, remember
Also coaching.
yeah, you gotta say something about Jason Kidd's. That last game, it looked like he had given up. The adjustments just
He
weren't
gave up from the get-go, man. Seriously, didn't change any. Looks like they didn't do any. What
No
they call
adjustments.
it? What's that thing they do? Film room prep. They didn't do any film room prep whatsoever. How do you go into the finals and not know what you're gonna do?
Because everyone knows, or it's what they're gonna do. It's Kyrie and Luka.
No, Boston
that doesn't
Celtics
work,
knew what
too
they were gonna
bad.
do, but
Yeah, but that's
how the hell did the Mavs not know what rotation they were gonna do, what starting lineup they wanted, so on and so forth? Like
Boston's a
it's
team.
like they're unprepared and shit going. For someone from Jason Kidd who's been there and done it,
Yeah,
that
it
was a big letdown, man.
Subpar performance. So just come back to after the championship. So a lot of talk afterwards from the players, a lot of talk from the Celtics organization. As you can imagine, there would have been a lot of relief, elation, all those emotions going through, finally getting the chip after appearing in the finals, 3 out of the past...
Four. I
four.
think, 3 or 4.
I think it was 3 out of the past 5 years. To finally do it, to finally get over the hump, I'm sure they would have been absolutely ecstatic. Some of the talk, Yoz, let's go to you. What did you see from post championship?
What I saw was, it didn't seem to me that, I mean, even on that last game, it didn't seem to me that Kyrie expected or was even really bothered about not winning the championship. Just his mannerisms at the end of the game. I mean, it was good to see him, welcome everybody off the court and all that stuff, but you could sort of see that he knew it wasn't going to happen there. Post game, I'm going to move to Boston because the funniest shit I ever seen was the whole Jason Tatum trying to get his moment, copying every single person, doing the Garnett, doing the Kobe, doing the what? Oh, you know what I mean? Trying to find his moment, but literally biting every single championship. That was pretty much the funniest shit I ever heard.
That was a fail, but
It was massive. He kept failing. And then the Steph Curry one as well.
But
What is it? What am I going to say now? What am I going to say now? It was so cringe, bro.
But I think that was his mum starting that one. I don't know if they planned it, but
I think he tried to just say everything that he could remember. It was forced. I mean, you made it look like it was a hard championship to win this year. It was not for you. Come on, man. You got the luck of the draw. I mean, I know when you're the number one seed, that's how it works. You play the worst.
Put it in context. Like, he's been trying to do it for years. Like, I think he can't just...
How old is he, man?
No, I'm saying, like, he's gotten that close so many times.
Some guys don't win for...
No. My point is you're looking at it like, you know, it was the easiest run this
for him,
year.
yeah,
this
100%.
year. But they've had other years. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, but
I'm sure it would have culminated.
Not with the
from
same
all of
team,
that.
but like the team's stacked as, bro. They haven't had that stacked team every year.
We're talking about what he was feeling like.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But when something's like, okay, so if I play a game of Uno against a 5-year-old and I win, is it the same as playing against you?
No.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That analogy is in like, come on, like the feeling you get when you win something.
The Mavs
when
are
it's
a 5-year-old.
Habib, they played like that, yeah. Are you kidding me? Gentlemen sweep in the final.
Okay.
Habib, were they a challenge for them?
5-year-old?
No.
The one game that they lost,
they lost on purpose.
Yes.
They lost on
I
purpose.
swear to God, they wanted to win at home.
Yeah, 100%.
There's no way
So,
they had any chance of winning against Boston.
So on that, the streak continues for Kyrie's the bizarre streak of not winning at Boston Garden since stomping on Mr. Lucky Charms leprechaun logo. Obviously, we don't believe in superstition, but yeah, that streak continues. Which
I
is
blame
like-
his therapist. She hasn't sorted him out yet. Or he.
She?
Or she, he, whatever pronoun you
Too
want
much
to use.
meds.
So post game, is there anything more you wanted to add to that?
Not really. Just disappointed.
Yeah, I agree.
Just
Too
very-
many meds.
Yeah.
There's no emotion from Kyrie.
There wasn't. There was, man, like, to be honest, that's what it feels like anyway.
Because look at his emotion when he was with the Cavs. He hated losing, and then not transgress, but moving to how he's responding at this time of age is just a cop out in my
Yeah,
opinion.
we sort of tend to stay away from the word transition now, don't we?
Yeah.
I know that's what you wanted to say, but
Yeah, so it's it's two different people.
look, I just thought, looking at the championship, I thought, you know, I know how it works. You win the number 1 seed, you verse the number 8 seed, but then you verse the number 8 seed, and it wasn't a true number 8 seed. And then they had Joel Embiid injured, and it's like, well, if Embiid was healthy and they were in the 8th seed, you were not going to win. You were not going to pass them. If Embiid was healthy, there was no way they were going to beat Philly.
So I want to move it on to
But
Moz.
they did. So what do we do?
Moz, what are your thoughts on post game or after the championship, or anything that caught your interest from the Boston Celtics parades, or any interesting stuff that came out of it?
What's his name? Who's that guy they picked up from Memphis Grizzlies?
Grant Williams.
No.
It's Grant Williams.
No.
They sent him to Grant Williams.
No, they picked up someone else from Memphis Grizzlies. Who's that center they picked up? Xavier.
Oh, Xavier Tillman.
Yeah, I found that funny. Mr. the Cashier. That's his nickname I gave him. He's got.
Why do you say it like we're supposed to know?
The cashier.
The cashier. Oh, yeah, the cashier.
Because the last name's Tillman.
Okay.
Now you get it.
That joke's mate.
100%.
Is the Tillman.
Yeah,
Yes.
Tillman, cashier.
All right.
Yeah, I found it funny that he just rocked up there and got a finals rig.
Well, on that, what do you think of Grant Williams and the other guys joining the locker room, the celebrations in the locker room?
Yeah, what is that? I thought it was like a
Piss off, man.
Because I think he's
tradition for only the
eligible.
players.
He's
Yeah.
eligible for the trophy.
That's why he's joining them.
But why would you?
Because he
Like,
wants he wants.
I
to
get that he loves them, but this is the same guy that
I'll tell
got
you why,
heckled by
because this
Tatum and probably ended up.
generation's got weak mentality.
Everyone just wants a chip, and then they can go like this. You know what I mean? Grant Williams,
That was
bro.
weird. It wasn't just.
guarantee
He's always doing this, yeah.
It wasn't
Every
just
single
Grant-
thing.
Hang on.
Post conference.
It wasn't just Grant Williams. There was a couple of teammates from the Grizzlies that joined him as well.
Yeah.
If I was Ja Morant, I'd be looking at that like, I don't want these weak guys in my team. What
Yeah,
are
I
you
agree.
doing?
Yeah, but Ja Morant's weak himself.
It's this whole generation. It's all rubbish anyway.
Anything else coming out of the post-champ?
Well, Luca probably demand the trade in the future.
Who?
Luca.
Luca's going nowhere.
No,
So that-
he's gone. He's
You know
gone.
that Diddy song?
I
You
think he's had
ain't
enough of the Mavs.
Go
It's either that or Denver.
nowhere.
Denver would be.
You
we
ain't going
going
nowhere.
nowhere.
Going
Luca
boy
is
for life.
chained to
No,
Cuban.
I'm telling you right now,
No,
I
Diddy.
would not be surprised within the next 2 years he demands a trade.
Denver. Trade with Murray.
Denver. Go play with Jokic.
Yeah,
It's
because
the only place I reckon they'd go.
think about it. Where's Mavs going? They're going nowhere.
I don't know, man.
So we'll
Lucas
speak about
Lucas got to change a bit of his style, bro. Come on, man.
we'll speak about
Yeah, there's
And he's
change.
and people forget they're young. They're still young, bro. Like they look old, but they're still very young. To be winning chips and expecting chips of them right away is
Not
insane.
Kyrie's.
No, I'm talking. He's got his. I'm talking
Yeah,
about
but that's what
Luca.
I'm saying. Once Kyrie goes,
Yeah,
who's he
but-
got on the team?
But see, I see these Tatums, these Lucas, these Browns. The expectations on them to win now. I mean, when did MJ start winning?
26.
Yeah, come on, like they're still young. These boys. We've been expecting
I'm
to
not expecting
to do
to
the.
win now,
No,
but
I'm saying the narrative.
yeah.
22, 23,
It's stupid.
24.
The narrative is stupid. But what I'm saying
So
is,
is Bronny James. Yeah.
what I'm saying is he'll demand the trade in the next 2 years is because
If they don't win,
Kyrie is going to be moved in the next 2 years. So
maybe.
when they
We'll see.
move on with Kyrie, who they got? No, they got shit, rubbish, khada, dumpster.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to.
We're good?
Yeah, to just chuck it out there.
All right, so let's
My
move it on
feelings.
to one of our favorite segments,
Which
the
is
clips of the week.
Clippers.
We're stuck.
All right, so the clips of the week. Let's kick it off with Moz
Coming at you
submission.
with the
fly kick in
the head. Watch.
All right, so the clip says this is just a series of unfortunate events. Okay, good chat.
Good chat. Watch.
Ready?
Yeah.
I've seen this.
Bronny James.
Whoa. He should have just done a layup.
100%.
You know what that reminds me of? So I'll tell you why I found it funny. Do you know what it reminds me of?
It reminds me of Yusuf when we tell him hold the ball at
No.
the end of the game.
It reminds me of
I get buckets.
you know that movie White Man Can't Jump?
No, we
Like
don't know
the clip where it talks about see the difference between black players and white players
Not
is
make it look good.
the black man would rather look good and miss the shot.
That's right. That's right.
We should have had that playing in the background.
Probably would have had scouts.
That
So,
would be good.
do you think your one's better than this? Yours? Should we go to your one?
100%.
Yes.
Yeah,
Next,
bro. Mine's
end-
hilarious, bro.
do you want to end it with
It's
your one? Or, do
nostalgia too.
you want to end it with your one?
Yeah,
or-
done.
All right, let's go to my one then. Oh no!
What the hell is that?
All right.
What
Bruce
the
Lee.
hell's he doing? Rewind.
I don't know how to rewind it.
Something.
There's something wrong with this guy. No. Shoot, and his teammate's doing a flat kick as well. What the? Bro, what the hell is he doing? Bro, what are they doing in is that Chinese?
The clip reads, "What is he
Bruh.
working on?"
Bro.
It's kidding with the ball, huh?
Smash,
Smash, smash, smash.
Bro, this guy.
Take lesson, Kaz.
Bro, do you know who's seen this and probably liked it? You know who? You know who probably seen this and liked it?
Who?
Draymond Green.
Yeah, I've seen him do that today.
Oh, you're right, mate.
Draymond Green would have seen this and gone, "This my boy.
I thought you'd like
This
that one.
my boy right here."
So let's move on to yours'
That was-
submission.
that was it.
If anyone grew up in the 90s, you know what this is.
Oh,
All right, let's roll
Is
yours.
there a flag kick in there?
So let me refresh this.
Make it fast.
I'm Lieutenant Breven police squad. What do you want? Well, I'd like to ask you a few questions. That's right. What happened?
I remember Terry was mad. Then I got hit. All I remember, honest.
Terry, we're gonna get married.
Yeah, I wanted to marry her. She just hadn't quite made up her mind yet.
He's
That's
a
all.
bloody defense on.
Well, Dennis,
What the hell's going on?
Say yes.
That was Curry range.
Whose team is he on?
Terry can't
Watch.
amount of money.
He's defending him.
You think you make enough to keep
What's he
her alive?
doing? The guy's on his team.
Of course, I had a job.
Well, I've done a little checking.
What the hell's going
A
on?
lot of money to a lot of people. You need more than a job.
Think I married Terry for a month?
I didn't say that.
But he just scored for them.
Oh yeah, with the jelly.
Oh my god. That was Kyrie. That was Kyrie.
remember this?
No. What was
You
it?
remember this?
Hey, I
No.
like that silly man. I might do that one. Did you see that?
Listen, Nielsen.
Did you see the silly?
Kingsley Addison?
Yeah.
I'm Lieutenant Brown.
What movie is it from?
Would have been Naked Gun, right?
Yeah.
Take a gun. But look, he's playing defense on him.
I remember Terry was mad.
And then he plays
I love how
defense
he
with
gets
him.
into
You're on the
it.
same
Look at
team.
him.
It's a
Look at his
friendly.
pass.
That's a hectic pass.
You and Terry, we're gonna get married.
Ready? Watch the silly.
She just hadn't quite made up her mind yet. That's all.
What's it? He passed it to him.
Pretty sure Terry was gonna say yes.
Silly.
I love that. That's hectic.
You think you make enough to keep her the lifestyle?
Ah, this guy's
His
on like,
defense skills me.
Well, I've done a little
why?
It's like 50 people on the court.
There is.
50 on
How
50.
many people on there?
50 on 50, bro.
Bro,
Oh yeah, up and under.
That's a nice move.
who's the stunt double? Do you reckon it was the NBA player?
Well, it wasn't him.
Yeah, obviously.
So that was the kicks of the week. Let us know which one you liked best. If you have any clips of the weeks, drop them in. Any submissions, drop them in the comments. Let us know. Send us a message. That pretty much wraps it up for this week. Until next
Booyah,
week,
Kasha.
we'll probably be speaking about the Olympics, free agency, and any other NBA news, as always, right here on the 3&D podcast. And we'll wrap it up for this episode. Yoz, send us out.
It's great to be back. Oh, damn. I hate this shit.
Moz, you go.
I don't send us out, man.
Give us a like,
That's
a
right.
thumbs up,
That's right.
subscribe, troll away, you bloody trolls. Where are you? Still hiding underneath the bridge. And join us for a great episode coming up next week. We are.